Okay, welcome everybody. This is 2017 Swatch Rocket Air. We are live here in Thun. I am Ryan Meyer presenting again here. I think it's 5 years running so far I've been doing this. And yeah, we are here live once again. Title sponsor Swatch here at the Rocket Air. Presented to you in the amazing Ice Arena. The Flying Metal Crew has done it again and sculpted an immaculate course out here, and not only done that to perfection, but come up with a theme again, and we are back to the 80s with the music, with the lights, with the disco, with the neon, and all. Classic style out here in Switzerland, and fun to do it as another gold stop here on the FMB World Tour. As things went off yesterday, we had the pre-qualifications go down, and then rolling into today's qualifications, which was absolutely insanely off the hook. We did down from 30 riders down to 15. Half the pack was cut out, and that is some of the top riders in mountain biking. As we're about to get underway, Thorsen is getting the crowd hyped up here in the arena. It is a completely sold out event. Yesterday, this is the team battle from yesterday. And it's amazing to be back here in Thun, Switzerland once again. It's 2017. The sun is shining. Insane that we woke up yesterday actually to snow on the ground here in Thun. The weather forecast called for sun out here today, and that's definitely what it delivered, and a full packed audience. Yesterday as well, as you saw the recap there of the team battle, North America walking away with the win once again. You saw some previews there that might forecast, a bit of the action going to go on from some of the athletes out here today. Twister being pulled by none other than Rogatkin on the finals there in the team battle. And it's been absolutely spectacular seeing what the riders have come to deliver here this year. Once again, stepping up the level. Been seeing consistent finals runs throughout the practice of all the athletes.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Doc, come on, you know I've got that thing. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to take your car, it's getting too late.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Swatch Rocket Air 2017. We're back to the 80s and this is your Super 8 course preview. Let's go, dude. Here we go, into the first drop. Oh yeah! Into the big first jump. Oh, with the fire. This is sick. Up the favourite bit, the step up with the dancing girls. You get to chill out here for a bit. Oh. You know, you might want to do a few little dance moves and that. Work the crowd with the arm pumps. But the excitement builds. As you get to the top, here we are, straight in to the flat drop. Past the guys hanging out. Oh yeah, dropping down. Yes, they're all on the music player. Yeah, into the final jump. Then we've got the last feature, the quarter pipe. The finals are right here now. Get those voices ready. I'm stoked, you're stoked. Let's get mental!
Okay, that has to be the best course preview we have ever seen on the FMB World Tour. Everyone else in the contest industry needs to step up their game. Thank you very much for that hilarious introduction here, and welcome back to the 80s. As you see our start list going down here, just saw the first 8 go, and it's then going to go on to Thomas Lemons, Simon Pages, Jakob Vencl, Sam Pilgrim, Torquato Testa, Emil Johansson. Coming in there to Rogatkin is going to be your 14th rider to drop, and Rheeder is going to be that #1 qualifier from today's qualification round. A rider who I've seen doing non-stop final runs throughout the entire practice out here while he's just trying to keep warm in between dinner sessions. You can see the crowd out here is completely amped and ready for the action to start. Yesterday, for the country battle, we had an absolutely sold-out stadium. It's the first time in the Rocket Air history. Just shows you that the Flying Metal crew is stepping it up year after year to bring out the promotion and get the audience out here. But as well, the world is taking notice. Such a fun event to attend. If you haven't been able to make it one year at least to the Swatch Rocket Air, make sure you get it on your agenda and book it for next year to see this jam-packed heat. So, Diego Caverzasi from Italy, about to drop in for the first run of the finals. Huge backflip. Yes, and into that front flip, double bar spin. Wow. Cannot believe it. That's going to be one of the biggest tricks you will see on that massive 20-meter jump. So he walks up the plank, take some time to breathe at the top before he drops in, going back. Let's take a look, some recap from that first pull. Check out this, front flip 1, 2, front flip double bar spin, no front brake necessary. Blew off his foot there on the landing, but it wasn't really a slip pedal, I would say. Gonna have to see how the judges decide to award that one. There was no foot down or anything, it just blew off the front, so I wouldn't make any deductions personally. Check it out as he comes in, 360 X up, double tail whip. Does slip a pedal on that one, 360 bar spin, the opposite way. Yes, and a huge cash roll on the smallest jump on course. Hardly had enough amplitude to do that, but ended up pulling it off perfectly. Diego Caverzasi, hard to believe that is your last qualifier. He was the man on the bubble and just managed to squeak in with the 15th position there. So he makes his way over to the record player. Gonna get some help from the dancing Rocket Air girls. Make sure he keeps warm while the judges are tallying up Diego Caverzasi's score. Take a look, there's that double tail whip on the first hit. And then look at that cash roll, absolutely amazing. He was able to pull off such a trick on such a small jump there. Chill on the techniques, full life. 81.7. That's a big score. Coming first out of the gate. The next rider up, one of the youngest as well, 1996. Insane how they keep coming. Couderc from France, dropping in with a huge 360, over-rotating a little bit, having to put in a pedal. Backflip bar spin, but pulling it off perfectly. There's that opposite tail up the step up. Judges will definitely be having to tally up all the opposite tricks. Been trained in this, all professional riders in their own sense, and coming from a background where they have been, oh, look at that. You can see how he almost missed that bar spin while coming around in the flip. There you go, there's that opposite tail where the rider is gonna kick the bike the opposite way to his comfort zone. It's much like riding with your left hand if you are right-handed, or vice versa. You see, he's just going over his next pull here in his head to make sure that he has all his tricks locked and loaded. So much stuff going on with these riders. Now let's see as he goes on the flat drop of the jukebox. 360 bar spin, 360 double tail up. Oh, and blowing it off the pedals. Oh, that's a bummer for Paul. Going for big tricks out of the gate. So Paul's gonna have to settle with that 37 even. He knows that he is going to be able to get much, much better than that. Next, up out of the gate, Lucas Knopf, the German rider, dare not say the best slopestyle rider in Germany. Lucas Knopf about to drop in for Rose Bikes, Univex. Let's see what he has coming down this legendary drop in. Yes, 360 double bar spin out of the gate to a 360 triple bar spin. and a whip the bar up the step up. We're gonna have to take a quick look at the replay to see how many times these bars were going. Yeah, there we go, 360 double bar spin off the step down. 1, 2, and a 360 triple bar spin, stepping it up one more bar spin over that big jump. The judges are really going to be nitpicky in these next runs to make sure that the scoring is perfectly, let's say, delivered. The riders have such a high level of difficulty within these runs. It is so important for the judging to be completely perfect. So check out Lucas there. 360 bar spin to tail whip. Top side tail up that spine. Let's see what he has over the rollerblades here. Backflip tail whip. Absolutely huge trick to do, like I said, for the cash roll of Diego. Insane that riders are able to put such tricks of such a jump. They're getting nearly a meter of air. This is so incredible that they're able to do such high difficulty tricks, such a low feature. In my opinion, one of the most difficult jumps on courses, because you know a lot of the riders are doing these high level tricks, but you have to do it so quick. And in slopestyle, we're used to such big jumps. Some of the riders are feeling like they don't exactly have that technical ability to keep up with some of the top guys here. Check out that flip whip. It's almost like a mini flip, I'd say. Lucas is going to be waiting for the judges to score everything. Like I was saying, they're going to be looking for everything in this. Where are your switch tricks done? Was it done on the most difficult jump? What diversity did you have? Did you repeat tricks? And I said that comment during Lucas's run, as he had done 2 truck drivers, one off the step down and then one off the big jump. However, they were different, and one was off a drop and one was off a straight jump. So we're gonna have to leave that to the judges to decide if he gets top points still. Lucas 84-3 gets awarded top honor so far. Lucas Knopf rolling into first place. Next rider up, only riders out here, Great Britain, Tom Cardy. She's dropping in. Let's check out what he has. Yes, 360 1-foot can off that step down feature. Backflip, tail whip, and yes, huge front flip. Perfect rotation. Love the snap that he was able to get on that front flip. A very unique trick, that 360 1-foot can off of the first drop feature. I've not been seeing any other rider do that on the drop today. Don't know if you can hear the crowd escalating behind me. Torsten is doing an amazing job out here in the ice arena to get the crowd hyped. There we go, 360 tail whip. Oh, missing the trick on that hip. Oh, 360 bar back, catching it with one hand, bus driving it around. And there's that flare, finishing it off on the opal quarter pipe. Tom Cardy, everyone. That was run number 1. Welcome back to the 80s. Feels like we're going through the Rad movie series. With all the disco lights. Got that tractor player out there. you haven't noticed, there are some changes that the Flying Metal crew did to the course this year. Keep it relatively the same, as the riders have always said this is one of the most fun and perfected courses on the FMB World Tour. Jumps are still big enough to keep the progression there, but keep it safe for the riders. But they still keep adding a few added bonuses, and this year they've changed the flat drop. They've elevated at least 1.5 meters. It's now the big A-track player, the big boom box. And then as you finish coming off that flat drop, it goes to right hip and then around the corner. Last year they had the curved wall, and this year they have an actual kicker into whippet wall. And they've changed the plane into the next roller skate jump. So a couple extra features added, adding 3 more trickable, well, 2 more trickable features. Tom Cardy, 79 even. He's going to be moving into 3rd place. With a missed trick, that is quite a decent score in my opinion. We'll have to see how all the other riders are going to do as we push through the field. Next rider up, that's none other than the Norwegian local Adrian Tell. Adrian Tell about to drop in here. Yes, 360 off the drop and a huge front flip tuck no-hander. 360 bar spin, up the step up. Adrian Tell, this man has front flips on lock. One of the first riders in mountain biking to be perfecting the front flip and the cash roll. Some of the younger guys in the mountain bike world who have maybe just become fans of the sport. I think maybe, you know, guys like Rogatkin has been on the scene doing it for years. But actually, I think one of the first guys I ever saw do a cash roll on a mountain bike was Adrian Tell, as well as the front flips. You'll see how good this guy is in those tricks in just a moment. Unknown fact about Adrian, it's not just professional mountain biker, he is a school teacher as well. Yes, front flip off the flat drop. Huge backflip tuck no-hander coming up into the hip. 360 bar spin and 360 whip over the small rollerblade jump into the open quarter pipe. The perfect execution of that flare. Oh, and going backwards. Adrian having a ton of fun in his run and showing a lot of creativity and diversity in how you can get over to this last podium spot where the lovely Rocket Air girls are standing awaiting to keep him company while the judges tally up his first run score. Check out that backflip tuck no-hander 360 whip over that roller skate jump. Beautiful flare on the open quarter pipe.
Rheeder, der die 90er-Marke geknackt hat.
Adrian comes from a BMX background as well. He's doing a lot of BMX shows. Has a love for everything 2 wheels. Finding tons of spare time to come out here and do the contest scene as well. Took a couple years break. Haven't seen him for a while, but it's nice to see him back here. One of the funnest guys on the scene and awarded greatly. 83 even, 2nd place so far here. Well, the first runs are 5 riders deep. There's another familiar phrase from Scandinavia. Alanko from Sweden. Had a crash as well in practice and qualies, and let's see How he's going to do on his first run here. Looks well composed into that cork 720. That's where he crashed on second run in qualies, and that tail whip up. It's what it's going to take to keep up with the big guys. Tricks like that cork 720 off the big 20-meter gap jump. Alanko, he's ready to drop in back on the boombox there. Opposite 360 on the flat drop. 360 with the bar on the right-hand hip. Opposite bar. 360 down. Oh, going down really hard. Going down very, very hard. Alex Alanko. Well, that was almost a perfect run for Alex. There's that 360 downside whip. And just got hung up at the very bottom of the landing. It's going to be super tough. As you saw, he had that cork 720. And it's really going to hurt his score. Like I was saying, the judges are going to be docking so much. And every single bit of this run is going to have to count. Alex is going to sadly have to take that 44. The Red Bull rider from the United States of America, Carson Storch, dropping in with a 360 table. Huge backflip tail up on that main middle jump. An opposite 360 up the step up. Carson is one of the two Americans in our final here. For Red Bull Rocky mounted bicycles to kind. Carson Storch about to drop in for his second lap here, back through the Icerink. Huge flat drop backflip. Yes, and going down. Carson not getting enough rotation on that 720. Looks like he knocked the wind out of himself a little bit. So here's a replay of that crash. Carson, you see he just put that rear wheel down a little too heavy, snapped him over the bars. Carson's gonna settle as well with a docked crash score, 38 even. He knows it's not gonna at all be enough to keep any bit of momentum, so he's gonna have to pull it all together for that second run. Rider who knows how to do it, Thomas Lemoine. Didn't get his full run he wanted in qualifying, pushed it all together, the beautiful score in his second run. Check it out, that backflip table to bar spin. Rider who's really trying to keep it super unique out here with his run and with the difficulty in his tricks. He's trying to do combinations that no other riders are doing. We can see that with that backflip, unturned down to bar spin. No other rider out here is doing that trick. That's as well where the sport has gotten to. Tricks are at such a level where it's not just can you do the most difficult trick, because chances are another rider is actually able to do that trick as well. So then you say, okay, how creative can I get with maybe some of the easier tricks in a combination? And do I think that's going to be, let's say, cool enough to bump up my style points so the judges will score me as high for such a trick? Lemoine, he's going for that risk and going down with a 360 bar spin into a 360 double tail whip over the next hip. And check out what he has. Huge front flip tuck. Oh. Big bummer for the Frenchman. He's very upset with that, you can see. Just didn't have the rotation. He's gonna have to put it again all in the line in run number 2. Well, going to be sitting with a score in the 40s. Lemoine is in 5th place right now. And her next French rider, Simon Pages. Good friend of Lemoine. Frenchies are always a crew to be reckoned with out here. Had a big force in the team battle as well. Check it out. Missing all the tricks there. He knows his run is done after this one. Maybe he was going for something else. That upper whip, no, just did not get the trick he wanted off the big jump. And he knows it's going to be it. You guys are just tuning in. We're over halfway down the first runs. The final riders here in the Swatch Rocket Air. We're out here live in Thun, Switzerland. Just half an hour outside of Bern. A very easy trek on train from Geneva or from Zurich. If you guys are wanting to come from out of town, make sure you book your holiday for next year. Swatch Rocket Air is one of the most fun events on the FMB World Tour, and it is a gold stop, so you'll be seeing all the top professionals in mountain biking out here. The weekend has a lot of festivities, a lot of different things going on for action sports enthusiasts. You're able to come out here, check the Flatland BMX and the pump track race. And the kids are able to do all the autograph signings. They are able to ride the pump track and check out more of the dirt jump action. 3 days running, 3 days of full action. Okay, back to contest action. 360 tuck no-hander into a backflip tuck no-hander from Mr. Jakob Vencl. Jakob Vencl there, we see that 360 tuck no-hander. Hard trick to do off the step down. Have to work, oh, and there was that backflip toboggan to tuck no-hander. Pardon me, could not see it from my angle in the first take. And there's a 360 downside tail whip, or sometimes other referred to as a decade. It's where the rider does a full 360 degree rotation with his body while still holding onto the handlebars, and the frame and rear wheels stay fixed. Jakob dropping into the flat drop here. Big backflip. 720 and stomps it as he was going the hard way there. He has to even overrode the 720. Opposite 360 X up, and there's that 360 unturned down. Oh no, slipping a pedal right before the quarter pipe. Laughing about it as he knows it's so silly. But have very well blown his chances, but I do not know how it's going to be scored out here. Check out, that's a 720 over-rotated to make that right-hand hip. There's a 360 on look back, and look, goes for the pedal there. I don't know if he was too close to the cameraman or what happened, but he slipped the pedal before that quarter pipe, which means he missed his last trick. This could very well make or break a rider's chances at getting into podium contention, so we'll have to wait and see what the judges decide for this one. Not a huge deduction, but a deduction enough to get off the podium there. 71.3 for Jakob Vencl. That does it for 10 riders so far. And a huge man of the hour, the Swatch slopestyle athlete himself. And for NS Bikes, Marzocchi Monster Energy Ion, Sam Pilgrim in the house. Oh! Huge backflip, double tail whip. Oh no! Pilgrim going down. Still having fun out here. Says year after year this is his most fun event to come to. Check out that backflip tabletop. The next trick is something big. Backflip, double tail whip. Going for broke, Pilgrim was here. As he draws back in, gonna have a little bit of a fun lap for the crowd. Just checking in, we are 10 riders deep. Sam is the 11th rider. You're wondering who's on top. Top 3 so far. Diego Caverzasi in 3rd place. Adrian Tell, 4th place, pardon me, 2nd place, and none other than the German rider, Lucas Knopf, holding it down for so many positions with that #1 spot, the 84.33. That's what all the riders are trying to beat. Sam Pilgrim just went for his attempt, and unfortunately is going to have to hold out for run number 2. We're hoping he makes enough money to get a new tooth one day. The Testa, though, a rider who has been dominating the last couple years, and especially this year. The Testa, backflip off the first flat drop. Huge double backflip. And a tail whip up. The crowd here in Thun is going mental for that double flip. Check out the Italian. Snap that perfect rotated double flip. Just getting it around. Still wonder, that was a massive trick off that middle jump. Can he hold together coming into the second half? Big backflip off the flat drop. Huge cork 720 on the right-hand hip. Massive tuck no-hander into the whippy wall. 360 triple bar spin and into the open quarter pipe. Tail whip. And that pulls off an amazing first run, first pull, full pull for the Italian stallion Torquato Testa. Love how he gets so corked trying to get the rotation around. 1, 2, 3 times. Just sitting in small off to the left over here of that roller skate jump, and I was thinking he did not at all have enough time to put in another bar spin, but held my tongue, and he did. 3 bar spins in a 360 on the smallest jump on course. Amazing technical, lightning fast reflexes from the Italian stallion. .0. As you see that he did that double flip. Oh, the crowd actually out here is not so happy with the judges. Sorry, but I was already thinking he didn't have enough. I'll give you the reasoning, because he didn't do big enough tricks on the step down feature and on the step up to keep up with guys like this. Emil Johansson, one of the youngest guys on the slopestyle course, who has every trick in the books. Check out something like that. Opposite 360, bar spin and bar back. Look at that. That was an opposite tail whip like nothing on the step down into a backflip, whip to bar spin. Then coming into the step, yeah, here we go again, that backflip with bar spin and the step up feature. Opposite 360 bar back. This kid is so on point. Let's check it out. Dropping back in. 360 bar spin on the flat drop. 360. Oh man, going down. Bummer for Emil Johansson. I'm pretty sure, I couldn't quite see it, but I'm pretty sure he went for a 360 double bar to downside whip. Which is absolutely insane, but I have to take another look. Still couldn't quite see it. Getting a bit of a glitch on my screen, but I was pretty sure that was a 3 double bar to downside tail whip. Regardless, Emil is gonna have to sit this one out. He knows he's not gonna get the points he wanted for the first run. He's gonna have to put it all together for run number 2. Quite a few of the top riders are showing how difficult it is and how straining it is mentally and physically to be able to stay on top of their game throughout all the pressure here of these other riders. You watch a run like Torquato Testa coming down there with a double backflip, pulling off that cork 720. Then you say, okay, now I gotta do my run. I know Torquato just did a double flip and a cork 7 and is in 4th place. I obviously have to do everything to the top of my ability to get on the podium. But a man who always goes out harder than we can expect, Nikolai Rogatkin dropping in. Tail whip. Cash roll, perfect. And I think that was a front flip toboggan on the step up. Check out the perfect rotation on the cash roll. Nikolai Rogatkin, unlike any other human, he is inhumane. There we go, that fast plant 360. Front flip, clap, tuck no-handed clap to no-hander. Yes, and using one of the only riders using the left-hand quarter pipe. Nikolai Rogatkin, everyone. The crowd is on their feet screaming for the young boy here. Gonna have to wait and see what the judges feel is appropriate. It's very difficult going through all these riders. Have such a different style to each and every one of them. Even Rogatkin is your new leader. Almost 4 full points ahead of now second place Lucas Knopf. But there's one more rider who can maybe tame them all. The Canadian boy doing it for Trek bicycles, fox head, fox tail, clip bars. Rheeder, 360 triple bar. Oh, missing his trick on that big jump there. Gonna have to take a look at the replay, see what went on there. 1, 2, oh, sorry, it was just a 360 double bar. Missed the bar spin there on that flip. Looks almost like he got wind blown in the arena. Rheeder as well is going to be, well, actually, never say never. Rheeder has some of the most insane stuff in his bag of tricks. Let's see if he can pull it together. Backflip, 1 foot can. Cork 720, massive, oh! Huge 540 bar. Backflip bar spin to tuck no hander. Rheeder. Yes! Oh, going backflip to fakie on the quarter pipe. Like I said, a man who has so many tricks in his bag and a huge smile on his face. Check out some highlights there. I know already from practice, Rheeder has a ton more in his bag for what he wants to pull off out here in the finals. We're gonna have to wait for the second run to see all of that. But right now, we're gonna be waiting to see what the judges will score him, because he still did have an amazing first run here. He missed that big jump trick, which is going to heavily affect his scores in the points category, but he came back with a stellar second half to this run. Rheeder is still staying up there in the 70s. It's going to be in 8th position. It's not a comfortable spot that he likes to be in. But that is going to do it so far. All our 15 riders have gone for their first run. It's been a safe and interesting one out here so far in Thun, Switzerland. But this is how it looks on your leaderboard. From first downwards, Rogatkin with the 88 even. Lucas Knopf in second place. Adrian Tell in third. Diego Caverzasi, Torquato Testa. And rounding down to 15th position there, Simon Pages, the 29.33. Check out some of the highlights here from run number 1. Stay tuned for more second run action out here in Thun, Switzerland for the Swatch Rocket Air 2017. back here, starting to get the second runs, backed up at the top of the gate. Diego Caverzasi, who is currently sitting in 4th position with the 81.77, knows that he has to step up his game if he wants to make podium contention. Diego Caverzasi, run number 2, backflip, tabletop. Front flip, double bar spin. And there is the 360, the opposite 3 up. Nice click on the tabletop there. 1, 2 bar spins. CP Gang represent. Don't know what CP Gang is, please look it up for the best social media content you can get in mountain bike. Diego. Concentration is key right now. 360 bar spin off the flat drop. Oh my word! Cash roll! Over the hip. Holds the safety together. Tuck no hander on the quarter pipe. Diego Caverzasi is on the moon right now. Let's take a highlight look at that second half of Diego's run. Immensely stepped it up there. Let's check out what happened. It wasn't just a cash roll, it was a cash roll bar. Cash roll bar spin on the right-hand hip. Absolutely amazing riding out of the Italian here. I can't believe it either. Diego just did some amazing PlayStation maneuvers. Cash roll bar spin on that Red Bull right hip. Wow, absolutely blows me away right now. I'm speechless. Let's take a look at what the judges will say though. We're having a discussion previously. This is why you cannot just teach judging to anyone. You have to be a rider yourself. You have had to have high 86.0, moves into second place. Well-deserved score for Diego, but let's see if he can hold that one with the pack of wild keys coming after him. We're saying you cannot just be anyone. You have to have so much experience within the two-wheeled sports to be able to be a judge in this sport, so you know what is more difficult, why is it more difficult. It's something that you can't just script down to somebody and say, okay, this is how you judge it. Okay, 360 out of the gate, backflip, triple bar spin. Paul is stoked on that first half of his run. Flying down with so much speed into that backflip, triple bar spin. Paul Couderc is one of the youngest riders out here. And he's currently sitting in 19th position.
Ja, also der kommt wieder, der Saarland wirklich reinstellen, weil jetzt die 5 links von Bösen noch wirklich bang, sitzen. Der kommt auch das, sitzt mit dem Verweiger. Und ja, schön, das ist schön. Also er ist jetzt gerade im Flug, Saarland und 5. Podestplatz und 3, Midland und 4. Das ist alles der Platz. 3 links ist super gewesen, jetzt kommen wir nochmal auf 5.
Is where it all actually went south for Paul in his first run. See, he's working out in his head there. Something with 2 rotations of the tail whip. 360 bar spin. 360 double whip, and he holds it together. Perfect on the pedals again. Oh, corks! Oh, Paul going down, but going for broke there. He knew it. Smallest jump on course, trying the cork 720. Look at that, almost getting the full rotation around. The jump was maybe 1 meter longer, he would have had that. Big upset to what was a flawless run. To the last jump, that's always why it's such a disappointment when a rider can do his entire run and comes right down to the last feature where he ends up messing up. He's gonna have to sit with a 42.7. That's good enough for 11th place right now. Next rider is currently sitting in 3rd position now. He was in the hot seat for most of the entire first run. Got that 84.33, Mr. Lucas Knopf, reigning from Germany. 360 bar spin out of the gate. Could not see on my camera what happened, but I believe that was a double truck driver. And there's a tail whip up top, the step up. Yes! 360 whip the bar. Topside whip on that hip. Oh, going in for that court 7 as well. And an opposite flare. Big tricks from Lucas Knopf. I think he knows there are a few bobbles in that run, but we'll have to see how it does. Is he going to improve that 84 score? No, he is not. 79 even for second run. Lucas is gonna hold on to that still incredibly good score of an 84.33. Let's see if he can hold on to the podium as we have all these other riders after him. From Great Britain, Tom Cardy, currently 6th position. See what Tom has. 361 foot can. Backflip, tail whip, and then the step up. Big front flip, tuck, no hander. Oh no. Not getting the right rotation for that. I honestly thought he had a perfect snap. But as you can see, that step up seems a lot higher than it is. Right back into it, 360 off that flat drop. Huge topside no for Ken. Just having fun out here for the crowd now. He knows it's not going to be enough. Great old heel clicker. There you have it, 63.33 is what the judges will be awarding Tom Cardy. It's not going to improve. We're now going to our fourth place, I believe. Yes, fourth place, 83 even from Norway. Adrian Tell. .360. Massive cash roll. Oh, no. There's that signature cork 5 up the step up, and you saw he just didn't have enough speed. I believe it maybe came from a bit of an under rotation on this cash roll. He's so chill and calm and collected with this trick. See, under rotated, still held on like nothing was phasing him, but going for that cork 5 forward to fakie as of just being a bit too short. No reason to put your life on the line anymore. Adrian Tell having fun with it. Norwegian is going to hold on to that fourth position. So move back up top. From Norway to Sweden, Alex Alanko. Yes, 360 bar spin. Beautiful cork 720. An opposite tail whip, I believe, up the step up. Check out the butterness of that cork 720. Whoa, it's greasy. An opposite tail whip on the step up. Crowd is getting pumped. They know the contest is 3/4 of the way done. The 80s are alive and fever is burning. Out here in Thun, Switzerland. Opposite 360 on the flat drop. 360 whip to bar spin. Alanko sending it into whip wall, not a bar. And a 360 downside whip. Finishing it off with hardly any speed, but getting that tail whip. Amazing work out here from the Flying Metal crew. Not only do they get such a jam-packed crowd, but they put together one of the best slope styles that the riders love. Third place there for Alanko, 85 even. The Swedish rider gets that podium position he was looking for. You can tell from the excitement on his face. Carson Storch. 360 tabletop, backflip tail whip. Wow, amazing riding from the American here, Carson Storch. Let's see what the judges say about it. The only American slopestyle athlete on Red Bull these days. It's nice to see him all the way out here in Switzerland doing it for the Thun crowd. Huge bump in score, pushing into 10th place, 67.7. Not good enough for the podium, but a great try for Carson Storch. Thomas Lemoine had a hard time in qualifying as well, had a long discussion with the boy, and didn't get what he wanted in his first run. Truck driver to X. Oh, there we go, backflip unturned down to bar spin. There, that's what we were looking at, that 360 bar to X up. Back flip, unturned down to bar spin. .360 bar spin, 360 double tailwind for the Frenchman. Coming into the whip it wall and into the last jump, front flip. Tuck, oh, holding on. And a tuck no-hander, finishing it off, a huge shake, head shake. Lemoine. 70.7, good enough for 9th position, but it was not what the Frenchman had come for. And a big hug from the pals out here. It is an upset for Lemoine. I know he had a massive run in his bag, but just couldn't pull it together under the lights here in Thun. But let's see if his compadre, his countryman, Simon Pages, is able to deliver what he is looking for in Thun. Dropping in for the second and final run. Opposite tail whip, backflip, double whip, and a 360 bar up the step up. Pages dropping in there with the 360 bar spin. 360 downside whip to a believe bar spin. Oh, and a huge flip whip off this small jump. Simon Pages, huge upset all the way to the absolute last feature. Having tons of fun out here for the kids in Thun. This is such an amazing event to make it out to. I'm sure you book it next year on your agenda. There's not many slopestyle events happening in Switzerland, and this is one of the best in the world.
När kommer man stöta upp apparat, fullständigt träning. Där undersöks någon. Och det är fullklart. Det är svårt att vakna plats. Och exempel är sparat som var inför. Är något på nästplats. Thun.
Okay. Jakob Vencl sitting currently with that 71, 3-3, and 17. Does he have what it takes? 360 tuck no-hander. Backflip to bogey to tuck no-hander. Such a unique trick. No one out on the circuit is doing that one. This is almost like a demo spectacle event going on in the Icerink. The atmosphere that the Flying Metal crew is able to deliver is absolutely outstanding, like no other contest I have ever been to in action sports. Jakob Vencl back in the pole, backflip off the flat drop, cork 720, alley-oop oppo 270, X up, 360 unlook back, and a huge tire tap all the way up on the top of the vinyl over the open quarter pipe. Jakob Vencl, everyone! Check it out, all the way up top of the vinyl. So fun how the Flying Metal crew can animate any obstacle to fit their theme. Taking some selfies with the lucky young guns. You can do your thing out here in Thun.
This is it, I'm on top of the start tower. The crowd is absolutely amazing here. I'm going to put the helmet on ready, it's my go.
And a bit of a bump, 79.7. Jakob Vencl.
Können wir mal schauen, dass wir die
There is Thorsten, our live MC, getting the crowd super, super stoked. On both sides of the fence. I know we have 5 riders to go and 5 of the best ones. Sam Pilgrim, Torquato Testa, Emil Johansson, and Nikolai Rogatkin. Then finally, Brett Rheeder. Getting animated for the last 5. You can see the fully sold out arena. And the next rider up with one of the biggest introductions. He needs none of them. For NS Bikes TSG, Swatch and Monster Energy. This is the Great Britain man, Sam Pilgrim. Most hilarious course preview for us today. Backflip, tabletop, backflip, double tail whip, and a perfect front flip for a solid first half. The biggest section of this course. Backflip on the flat drop, cork 720, Pilgrim pulling it off, top side. Yes, and a backflip turn down. Sam Pilgrim, everyone! Beautiful flare, finishing it off on the open quarter pipe. Sam, always one of the funnest riders to watch out here on the circuit. We'll have to wait and see what the judges are going to award him for this run. However, he's sitting way low on the board there in 12th position with a 34.33. And I'm telling you, that's going to be a massive improvement for his score. Check out the 2017 Rocket Air official Swatch watch that he's wearing right there. Sam Pilgrim, a massive bump, 84.7, pushes into 4th position. Bumps Lucas Knopf into 5th. A huge jump up the gate for the British boy. a jump that has so much pop. So you see there's that backflip 1 foot X up as he drops in, stepping up a bit, but that middle jump does not pop you that much, making it incredibly difficult. He has to snap that double flip so fast. Quanto dropping into the flat drop backflip. Cork 720 looks slow but had a perfect rotation. Oh, he misses the trick on that hip, but gets a Cork 7 on that small jump here. And a tailwind finishing it off. What the Testa? Born in '93. He never even knew what the 80s were like, but he's feeling them out here tonight. Sorry, born in '93, did I say that correctly? He's currently sitting in 6th position in the 80 even. See if he's able to bump up at all. Beautiful Cork 720 right there.
I think it said 3 7s, like 7 7 7.
Some groovy Madonna playing in the background here. A lot of vibrant neons, pinks, green, and oranges in the crowd. Tons of mullets. A never-ending trail of disco lights. Torquato Testa. Italian Stallion waiting to see what the judges are going to be clocking in here. Oh my word, 87 even to Torquato Testa, 2nd place. Wow, almost speechless. Almost, but not. Johansson, not a very good score for the young Swedish rider. 41.66. We know he can do it though. Opposite tail whip, like it was in his sleep. Backflip whip, and I believe, I couldn't quite see in the lighting, but I believe that was a 360 bar to bar back on the step up. Check here, that's an opposite tail whip on the step down. Backflip tail whip. He's going for a bar spin there, but didn't quite get it. See, as he pulls into this last lap. 360 bar spin. Yeah, 3 barn it downside whip. What? Opposite 3 tuck no hander. And a big unturn down on the open quarter pipe. Johansson. "17 years young. Taller than I will ever be, and way better than at biking than most of us can ever dream of." Check out some highlights here from the second round. There's that 360 bar spin and downside tail whip. Like nothing phased him at all. As we're now sitting waiting, 2 riders remaining. The heaviest hitters in the business. Your current first place holder, Nikolai Rogatkin, and none other than Brett Rheeder left. We're waiting to see, can Emil Johansson upset this podium that is currently in front of him. He's sitting right now on the bottom of the list. Only a 41.66. What will the judges give him for this second run score? Emil Johansson from Sweden. Emil blew up onto the scene last year. Another one of the young prodigies rolling in the Martin Soderstrom crew. Now riding full factory for the SRAM team, Trek bicycles, and many more. This is going to be the biggest threat, I believe, in slope styling. Let's see where he ends up. A big improvement with an 83.3. Sitting in 7th place. He is not happy with it, though. You can see at the eye of the tiger there. And now, our first place hot seat holder, Nikolai Rogatkin, busted an 88 even in his first run. But I still know he has more up his sleeve, so the question is he gonna throw it all out there on the line because he knows Brett Rheeder is right after him, or is he gonna hold it? Let's see, Nikolai Rogatkin, run number 2. Twister! The biggest trick in 2-wheel sports, Nikolai Rogatkin. Yes, triple tail whip, going for it. Oh! Cash roll off of the small roller blade jump. Could not see what he did on the corner, but I'm assuming it's a flare. Maybe a whip or maybe a bar. I could not see it all, but we'll have to take a replay. What was going on? Nikolai Rogatkin stepped it up and stepped it up hard. If this doesn't put all the fire on Brett Rheeder, I don't know what will. Rogatkin was already in the lead with the 88 even. Decides to step it up drastically with a twister off the biggest jump on course. Triple tail up on the hip. Cash roll on the last jump. What more? And that 540 on the last Opel quarter pipe. That's what we missed from the first run. He knows. Oh! 94 even! Nikolai Rogatkin! Whoa! If that is not a run and not a score, I do not know what is. Rogatkin on fire! Okay. Now, we started with over 45 riders into our pre-qualification. Down to 30 for qualies, which happened this morning. Weeded down to 15 riders, and now we have seen 14 riders complete 2 full runs. The last man, the only man who is able to upset the top spot, the 94 of Nikolai Rogatkin. In my opinion, the only man out here who is capable of doing such. Rheeder! 360 double bar spin. Backflip bar spin. Oh, going down very hard. Rheeder, and a smile on his face nonetheless. He was going for it harder than ever out here. And that shows us how hard the pressure is. Nikolai already doing his interviews. Rheeder, such an upset, but I'm so happy to see him walk away from that 360 bar spin, going into 360 bar tail whip. Such an incredibly difficult combination trick to get done here. And going down so hard almost onto his face with that half shell helmet. Nikolai Rogatkin, he knows that he has just solidified an overwhelming championship out here at the 2017 Swatch Rocket Air. Sam Pilgrim, he missed a podium spot, but he is still one of the most happy folks out here. Rheeder, you see their second place score rolling in with the 18.3. Of course, it was not going to be very high. But a huge round of applause for all our 15 competitors out here in the finals today. An amazing effort put out from all the young men risking their life and limbs out here for the entertainment of the mountain bike world and for the amazing crowd out here in Thun, Switzerland. Swatch Rocket Air was again a success in 2017, but stay tuned, we still have the awards coming right up. Let's take a look, a replay back out here. First place, Nikolai Rogatkin. Second place, Testa, Diego Caverzasi rounding off that podium. Alex Alanko, Sam Pilgrim, Lucas Knopf, Emil Johansson, Anton Thailander, Jakob Vencl. And rolling into the last riders, Thomas Lemoine, Rheeder, Carson Storch, Simon Pages, and Paul Couderc.
This is your run up here. Here we go.
We're gonna take a highlight look at Nikolai Rogatkin's. Oh my word, that twister. The Cork 1080. The only rider on 2 wheels ever to be able to do that. One of the most amazing tricks. One of the most determined freestyle athletes on this planet. Nikolai Rogatkin is PlayStation. Don't go anywhere. We are going to be having the awards presented. I'm hoping Torsen can get in a little interview to just see what Nikolai Rogatkin has to say about everything that went down today.
Swatch Rocket Air 2017 goes to Italy. Caverzasi. Make some noise for Diego. So, da ist er. Bilder für die Presse. Ihr seht das nochmal eingeblendet. Dritter Platz für den Italiener Diego Caverzasi. Alright, we go to second place. Zweiter Platz. Nochmal Italien. Second place goes to Italy. Torquato Testa. So, erste Küsschen, dann die Kohle, so muss das sein. Oh, jetzt haben wir die ersten zwei hier schon drauf. Und nachdem ich den Namen ausgesprochen habe, bitte Vollgas. The winner, first place, Swatch Rocket Air 2017 is Nikolai Rogatkin! Da sind die ersten drei. Die Checks gehen nach oben. Vielen Dank an die ganzen Sponsoren, ganz logischerweise, dass wir das in dieser Größenlage durchziehen können. Wunderschöner Event. Wir werden auch gleich noch ein kleines Interview machen mit dem Nikolai. Aber nochmal einen fetten Applaus für die ersten drei. Diego Caverzasi, Torquato Testa und natürlich Nikolai Rogatkin.
There you have it, our top three there. Yep. Italians on fire today in Switzerland, but none other than Nikolai Rogatkin, the American boy, taking top honors way up there with that 94, doing it perfectly with the twister. An amazing riding from the man once again. But a huge success out here in Thun. Thanks everyone for tuning in and coming out to the arena here and checking out the amazing riding. This gold stop on the FMB World Tour. But a huge round of applause has to go out to everyone involved at this event. It's one of the most fun things that we are able to come out and enjoy out here today. Huge thanks to the Flying Metal crew for delivering, once again, such an amazing performance. Make sure you mark it on your calendars next year in 2018. This is one of the best events out there. Thanks for tuning in. Check out some of the highlights and make sure you keep on track for what's up next.
Ist ganz klar, dass sich alle vor dieser After-Show-Party hier noch duschen gehen. Bisschen die Bierdusche eingeläutet. Bevor wir das Interview hier gleich machen mit Nikoli, können wir noch mal einen fetten Applaus haben für die ganzen Fahrer, egal ob Pre-Qualifying, Qualifying, Finale. Irre! Hier nochmal die ganze Landliste auf dem Bildschirm. Dann kommen die ganzen Pressebilder, ganz logisch. Jeder will es einfangen, was hier passiert ist. Und dann hoffe ich, bekommen wir unseren Herrn aus Massachusetts nochmal ganz kurz ans Mikrofon her. So, noch mal ein paar Highlights. Alright. Also, wir sind jetzt komplett auf TV drauf. Auch hier die ganzen Kids. Das ist Rogatkin. Das ist Thun. Das ist der Swatch Rocket Air Slopestyle. Ich habe hier den Gewinner, den Rogatkin. Kann ich den ganz kurz haben für das TV-Interview? Das ist auf der ganzen Welt draußen hier. First of all, congratulations. I told you to do it. You did it. Thank you very much for doing this. Instead of having the question how you feel, because I saw you almost cried happy, what are you going to do with all this money?
I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about how stoked I am. I mean, the vibe in here was unbeatable tonight. I mean, the riders, we've been here before, but we're still always shocked at how much support this crowd gives us. So to those of you still here, thank you. I know most of you are still, most of them are already out partying. They started in here. So yeah, we're so appreciative of that support, and we all want to go big. And yeah, that was my major drive. I knew everyone was going to go big, and I knew the crowd was going to love it if we did some gnarly stuff. So I basically gave it the best I had and did that. So yeah, I'm stoked to be up here, stoked to be drinking some beer and taking home some prize money, as you said.
All right, are you going to party tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just as stoked for the party here as we are for the contest. I mean, how can you not, so yeah, the answer is yes to that.
All right, since tomorrow is off, that's what we have to add to this. Also morgen ist kein Contest mehr, das Ganze ist durch. Thank you very much for coming all the way to Switzerland. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass du hier warst in der Schweiz. A hug, please. All right, vielen, vielen Dank. Hier nochmal der Gewinner, Rogatkin. See you at the party, dude.